Hi everybody, it's Nani. Merry Christmas. I have finally put together most of my Christmas decorations. I hope you guys enjoyed that video that I did and put out that showed how messy and crazy everything got when I started. But I am probably 90% done, and I thought I would make a little video and put it out there so you guys can see. This year, I didn't want a traditional fabric type table runner on my dining room table. So what I did was I made a little winter wonderland scene on here. It's going to be very hard to video this because of all the backlight from the window, and I have all the main lights shut off, but I wanted you to see what it looked like with all the LED candles from Dollar Tree and the fairy lights. You probably just heard my clock ding. But yeah, this is what I came up with. And what I did, guys, is I think most of this is Dollar Tree. That is the little acrylic deer that was out, and some trees, the candlesticks, and their LED little tiny votive type candles. I even used some of the glassware that I had, the drinking glasses that I had on hand, because I couldn't find enough candlesticks. I used some of the ornaments, the balls. I used those in the tops because I could not find any more of the little tiny votive candles. So I just put it all together. This was a candlestick that I had made myself. I used one of their big glass like hurricane type glasses, vases, and that's a regular candlestick base. I just E6000'd it together, put one of their candles, bigger candles in, and I just kind of threw it all together on my table. It looked kind of plain without the little fairy lights through it, but I think it looks very nice. I'm very happy with it. And this is it from the other side. I'll turn the big light on and see if it makes a difference in showing you what it looks like. I hope you're getting a good view of that. I'm just going to keep going around the table here. You can see the battery pack. I don't know how to hide that very well with this. But let me flick on the big dining room light to see if that helps. Isn't it pretty, guys? Oh, I absolutely love it. Let me flick on the big light here. And that is what it looks like with the big light on. It's very hard to video something like this, but that's what it looks like. That is my table runner / centerpiece. I think I need to move these things down, kind of stretch it out a little bit further, or push these ones in to kind of even it out better. I didn't even notice that till now. But yeah, that's my dining room table. And then I'm going to go ahead here in a minute after I'm done showing you a few other things, and I'm going to actually set my table with how I plan on doing it for Christmas dinner. But before that, I want to show you my white Christmas tree that I had showed in the other video. This is the white. It used to be blue. Hubby spray painted it for me. I had little white clear bulbs in it, and we did find these colored ones on Amazon, I believe. I had to get 2 packs of them, and I changed out all the white for the color, and I really like it because it kind of pulls from the other rooms. I used colored lights on the Christmas trees, and it kind of pulls that into this dining room area. And then I didn't know what to do at the bottom, so I just used a bunch of their picks from the Dollar Tree. I have the ones that kind of have the icy effect to them, and just some pine ones with the pine cones and red berries. And I just stuck those underneath some of the little silver stake picks, and I just shoved that underneath. And I thought it turned out really good. And I even pulled that through too over here. Years ago, hubby made me this gigantic pine cone wreath for on this wall. This wall is big, and it just always looked so bare no matter what I put on it. So hubby, I'll pull back here in a minute and show it to you from a distance, but every season I kind of changed out this configuration. And since a lot of it that I'm using is silver instead of gold, I just added a silver bow that I made myself. I think that's Dollar General ribbon from several years ago. And I put some of the silver picks and some of the frosted red berries and some of the little red glitter picks. I just shoved those in there. Easy peasy, something quick. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull back a little bit so you can see it from the other side. That is my gigantic pine cone wreath. And all of those pine cones we picked ourselves just from trees from locally. And then over here you can see my little Dollar Tree snowflake pillows from the towels from the Dollar Tree. I don't know if you can see how glittery. They're very sparkly and shimmery, and I just love them. I love these towels. I actually hung them in my bathroom too as a little decoration. So yeah, that's my dining room. Like I said, I will come back and show you what it looks like fully dressed out with the silverware, with dishes and everything. But let's step into the living room for a minute and I'll show you my tree. I'm probably gonna have to step back pretty far. That's a little gift for someone over there on the TV stand. This is my tree. I'm gonna have to go back pretty far. But I used colored lights. The tree itself is from, I believe we got that on Walmart.com, but don't quote me on that. It's not a super big tree. I think it may be 6 foot, maybe 5 foot. I'm not even sure, but it's a beautiful tree. It's just so full and just flocked so nicely, even though the flocking is coming off. I just made a crazy topper, which I still need to adjust a little bit with more of the red glitter picks and some of the icy Dollar Tree picks. Some of the stuff on here is not Dollar Tree, like this tree topper is not Dollar Tree. We've had that for years from a Christmas store that was going out of business. But if you look on my tree, there's so much Dollar Tree. There's the buck, he's in white, and just different ornaments. All of these little blown glass, in quotes, because I'm not sure what exactly they are. These were Dollar Tree from many, many years ago. I love it. I absolutely love it. This was the Dollar Tree ribbon that I got. It's like a red, probably really hard for you to see, but it's a red, like mesh wired ribbon that I actually got Valentine's Day of this year from Dollar Tree, but I knew I'd be using it on my tree. So I picked that up then because I didn't know if we'd see red ribbon at Christmas time. More of the silver ribbon that I used on the wreath. And that tree skirt down there, I actually made out of an old white sheet and some burlap ribbon. I believe I got that at Hobby Lobby. It's very sturdy and wired. I got big rolls of it from Hobby Lobby, and I made myself that tree skirt here a couple years ago when I did the whole buffalo check and burlap theme. There's my scary Santa, my stocking. And then I totally forgot to turn these lights on. Give me 1 second here, guys. I have a bunch of little houses here that I put out every year. This one we got at just a thrift shop, and hubby spray painted it for me. And I used a bunch of the little bottle brush trees around it. I made a little tree forest over here on this side. This is my TV stand. And then down here, and they do also light up. These were houses that I got from Target Dollar Spot 2 years ago, I believe. And they also light up. And I also have some of the Dollar Tree little brush trees there. Is this one gonna light? There he is. I've never changed the batteries in these little houses. This one looks like he could use a new battery. But I just used a very simple white on white on white theme for this year. And another little hint, this TV stand, I'm gonna step back here a little bit. This TV stand we've had for quite a while now. And like the TV is up here, you can see, but down here, these two shelves in the back was wide open. And you could see all of the wires from the TV and the cable box and all of that hanging down. And it always looked so ugly and it drove me crazy. So I got some of the thick poster foam board from the Dollar Tree and I cut it to fit behind my TV stand to hide all of the wires. And it works great. I absolutely love it. I think that was my most favorite craft, in quotes, that I have ever done, because it hides the wires. Makes me happy. And then another thing I did, there's another one of the pillows over there on my couch. I'm going to see if I can turn this on without pulling all of the balls out and letting them fall out. This was an old lantern that we had bought. I'll fix that later. We had bought this at a craft store, and it was in really bad shape. I think it was black, and the paint was all chipping and everything, and hubby spray painted that for me, and I just filled it with the ornaments, the leftover ornaments from the Dollar Tree, and put a string of fairy lights through it. And these are even the Dollar Tree little paper doilies. I absolutely love how that turned out. Very simple and easy, and no fuss, no muss. I love those kind of little decorations. And I think that Believe pillow came from Walmart last year or the year before. I think it was like $5. And there's my little snowman that comes out every year that my nephew had got me 24 years ago. And I want to show you while I'm in here. I don't know how well this is going to go. I've talked about me and hubby painting. This one, you can see my ceiling fan in the reflection. Hubby made me this painting, probably 6 years ago or so. Everything in the painting itself, the paint, the brushes, everything he used was Dollar Tree. The frame itself was from AC Moore. It's a nicer quality frame, but everything in this that he used to do the painting, the canvas, the paint, and everything is Dollar Tree. And I just absolutely love it. My best friend Tracy, who passed away, it was 20 years ago now. We were 35 when she left me to cancer. Her favorite lighthouse to go and visit every year was this one. And he knew that, so he painted me the Hatteras Lighthouse. And he painted that for me. So I'm gonna show you two of mine that I have on the wall. Sorry for being so quick. I'm probably making you a little bit dizzy here. I apologize. I made this one 2 years ago, I believe now, and it's the same. The frames came from either AC Moore or Hobby Lobby. This was a kind of like just a forest scene, with no leaves on the trees. I made this all Dollar Tree, black and white paint on a white canvas. No other color to that. The brushes, everything I used was Dollar Tree, and I just love it. You're not getting a very good view of what it looks like, but I absolutely love it. It turned out so nice. And then I have one more over here. Let me swing around for you. See if I don't mind my chair. I'm a grandma. I have my blanket on there and my pillows. I'm probably gonna have to turn the light on here in the room. There's gonna be too much glare. Let me see if this helps. You can see the glare from the other room in there. I made this for hubby 2 years ago. You guys have probably heard me talking a lot about hubby loving trains, and I made this for him for Christmas. It's all Dollar Tree, except the frame, of course, but it's one of their 11 by 14s, and it's just a train, and all the paint, brushes, canvas, everything was Dollar Tree. I don't know if you can see that good or not, but I love how it turns out. I love just sitting and painting, and I really need to get back on that. That's going to be one of my goals, my to-do for 2022, is to actually just take some time and sit and paint, because I love it. It is so relaxing. And believe me, I couldn't draw a stick figure when I first started. So if you guys are thinking about starting to paint, just do it. Just paint. And we're going to go into my front room here. There's the Joy pillow that I made. I have it sitting on my beautiful red rocker. I love that. This is probably my favorite chair in the house. I just love it. And I put that there for now, not sure. Over here on the floor, those are a couple lanterns that I made from Dollar Tree. I didn't even think to light those either. All Dollar Tree stuff in there. Just have them sitting here in the corner. And that's one of their new little, it has the deer. That's at Dollar Tree right now as we speak. And it comes in green with trees and white with snowflakes. I've been on the lookout for the white with snowflakes to put here, but I cannot find it. So I may end up having hubby paint this red one for me. We'll see. And then these are the trees in my front hall. Let's see if I can step back far enough here to give you a look. This is what my front hall looks like. Let me go ahead and see if I can turn the fireplace on to make it look a little cozy. This video is kind of just an impromptu thing. I didn't think I was going to do this right now, but here we go, right? These trees I got at Big Lots last year they were $60 a piece. And they're just the little skinny trees. I needed something for beside this fireplace. This room just always looked so bare. We used to move the fireplace out of here for Christmas and put a big, gigantic tree up in this room. And I decided last year that I wanted something different. So that's what we did. And yeah, I have my nativity scene up here on the top this year. Kept it just very, very simple. And I just have the angel and Mary and Joseph and the animals and the wise men off to the side. As you can see, baby Jesus isn't in here because he's not there yet. One of the traditions I've had for years now is baby Jesus does not go in until Christmas morning. If I'm awake still at midnight on Christmas Eve, Christmas morning, that's the first thing I do. First thing, Christmas Day, is I put baby Jesus in the manger. So he's not there yet. I have the little sheep in there in his spot, keeping it safe and warm for him till he arrives. It's just something I do. And then these little trees are Dollar Tree, 90% as well. I could not get my tree toppers to fit my tree, so I ended up just making a very simple red bow. And like I said, 90% of the ornaments, these big ones are not Dollar Tree, but I think all the rest of them are. And some of my ornaments got kind of spun around a little bit. So yeah, that's my little trees. And the base of the trees, the red box or white boxes, they were red, and hubby sprayed them for me and made them white. We found these little logs at Target 2 weeks ago or so when we were over there. And I'm going to have hubby cut them, and I'm going to try to find a pretty basket to lay those in. Just thought they were cute. So yeah, and in my trees every year, I always put some cardinals, and they represent certain people in my life that have passed away. And there's a special one this year that is for my brother Bill, my eldest brother, who had passed away here a few weeks back when I was sick. During that same time, I lost my oldest brother Bill. And so there's a special cardinal for him this year. So yeah, just the little things that we do during Christmas to make some memories and remember people. And so yeah, guys, that is my Christmas decorations for this year. Don't mind my messy not nightstand, but end table. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this off, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set my table. Don't mind my messiness over here either. That's my bin that I bought from Dollar Tree to put the empties in. My camera case and hat and just different things. I have my plates and placemats already set up over here to set the table. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I'm going to hop right back on and show you what it looks like with the placemats and charger and dishes. So I'll see you in a few. Okay guys, I'm back. I partially set the table. I didn't put the napkins and silverware on yet, and I put everything down except that. It's the placemats from the Dollar Tree that have the pretty snowflake design. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that very well, but there is a snowflake design. I'm sure a lot of you have found these yourselves. And I used the red charger, and all of this is from the Dollar Tree, everyone. And this is probably picking up a lot more red than what it looks in real life. In real life, it's a very deep cranberry color, but I think the glare from the overhead lights and everything is making it look a lot more red. But these are the plates, the snowflake plates that I was on the lookout for 2 years for, and by golly, I am using them this year. And the glasses here, everything looks so cluttered right now. And I think when I actually do set the table, I'm not gonna have the bowls on the table. I just think it would look a lot nicer without the bowls and less cluttered. So let me do that and let me get your opinion. I'm just going to quickly pick these up. I'll just set them here on the chair for now. What are your thoughts? This way? I don't even know if I have the glasses in the proper spot. We are not fancy people around here. We are usually buffet style, everything in the kitchen and bring it in and set it down. Half the time we don't even have placemats. So I need to look into where the glass is supposed to be, where everything is supposed to be. I know the salad plate isn't supposed to be here either. It's supposed to be in one of the upper corners, but we're not fussy. It is what it is. So what are your thoughts? Do you like it better with the bowls that are down here, or without the bowls? Personally, I think I like it better without the bowls. So yeah, that's gonna be our Christmas dinner. We are actually gonna have our youngest daughter and her guy and kids and our newest little granddaughter. They're gonna be stopping by before Christmas to just get together and open their presents. So that's when I'll probably actually get all of this stuff out. But me and hubby will be using this on Christmas Day. So yeah, guys, that's my dining room table. I love the plates and my decorations, and I'm so happy with how things turned out this year. I didn't really do much in my kitchen. I just kind of set around some extra candles, and it's a mess right now, so I'm not showing you, but it's nothing fancy. I made those little tinsel wrap trees, and I just kind of set that stuff around. I didn't go overboard because I need the space. So yeah, it's mostly my dining room and the living room and front room that I did, and I just love it. I'm so happy with the color this year. You know, I had all intentions of doing Christmas just white and silver on snowy trees, and I'm so glad that I decided at the last minute to use color. And the reason I did is all because of these ornaments. We've had these for years from the Dollar Tree, and we used them a couple years in a row and then put them away and got out different, got different ornaments, and I wanted to use them again. And I just love it. I love the color. So I think it turned out really pretty, and I'm super happy with it, and it's going to be a lovely Christmas. So all right, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I did with a lot of Dollar Tree products. It's just amazing to me what you can do with Dollar Tree. I'm going to swing around here and go back into my front hall, and you're going to hear the tree behind me dinging probably. It's 4 o'clock when I'm filming this, so you're going to hear 4 dings. But anyway, guys, if you like this type of video, please subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of my YouTube family. You guys mean the world to me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, guys, talk to you again soon. Peace. Hi again, everybody. I hope you can hear me. Hubby wanted to give you guys a quick little video of his train layout. You guys see the Dollar Tree back there? He turned that house into a Dollar Tree. And there are a lot of Dollar Tree items on this layout. I think almost all the trees are Dollar Tree. He has the little campers here from the Dollar Tree and the Volkswagen and a lot of the little people. This has become a go-to spot. His little man cave. All the grandkids love coming down here. They all have their own little train layouts now. Our 8-year-old granddaughter absolutely loves the trains. And he had our newest little granddaughter down here a few weeks back, and it looked like she was watching a tennis match. Her little head just kept going from one side to the other, checking everything out and smiling and chattering to the trains. So this is hubby's man cave. He's been a train guy since he was a little kid. He'd probably turn the whole house into a train layout if he could, but that's not happening. So yeah, this is his train layout. A lot of you guys have asked to see it. It kind of expands and shrinks as the years go by, and he loves it. So this is it, guys. Alright guys, I hope you liked it. And that's it. Like I said in my last video, if you guys like this type of thing, please subscribe. We'd love to have you as part of our YouTube family. Peace, everyone.